So that is what the things that we. So we didn't discuss about this void. Okay. Let me. This print num we have. No, it is just printing. It is not returning anything. But though I said it is int, I didn't return anything. Actually, that should throw a warning. It didn't actually. Instead, I just say void here. If I do so, which means that I'm not going to return anything to this. So what we can do, we are just calling print num. We are not assigning the return value of that print num to anyone, right? So we can declare it void. That is, we can return the return type as void. When you declare something as or some function return type as void, the meaning of that is you cannot assign the return value of it. That function not going to return any value. So you cannot assign it to another variable. That is what a simplest explanation for void. So when you declare some function as void, it is not going to return anything. So you can choose such a function. Return for such a functions, you can choose a return type as void. Otherwise, you have to choose according to your return result data type. You have to choose right data type here as a return type. So here is an example for functional parameter data type. We had seen that with an example. Then we have character data types. We are elaborating one by one. So size of character is single byte. Most of the compiler it is same. Input is enclosed in single quote. When you want to feed a character variable, you have to enclose your input in a single quotes. All right. You can give a number also. When you give the number as input, you need not enclose it with a single quote. They will consider ASCII equivalent of that number. For example, if I give 65, they may print capital A. Right. But problem here is when you feed a number to a character variable, you cannot go beyond 120, 127, right? Only up to that you can go. After that, there will be a overflow. You will get a negative print numbers or something like that. Right. So it doesn't mean that we always have to give a character as input to a character variable. You can even feed a number that we can check. Okay. Then we have, you can assign a variable, one character variable to another character variable. That is also possible, right? So like in the type of characters like ASCII characters, numeric characters, and escape sequence, like that, we have different type of characters we have. Let us study them in detail by doing an example, right? So first what I do, just these are required. See, you can ask me a question. See, in embedded system, we are not going to handle with monitor always, right? They're going to be any monitor. These functions, these ASCII characters and numeric character escape sequence, those are related with display. So if that is the case, why we have to learn it? In embedded system also we have display. You have a display in instrument cluster, you have display in instrument with respect to automotive, I am saying. Infotainment we have display, and navigation you have display. There, when you want to display some text messages or something like that, we have to follow these patterns. We should know these things. Only then we can work with those. So let us explore that now via an example. Let us do a different things, experiment the different things that we have in character. First thing is what I do, I just say create a file. Notepad plus char test.c. That is my file name. Here I say include right? Then int main of. So initially I declare a variable as character and say, I can say C. I give the value uh, 0. Oh, not 0, 10, which is a decimal one, right? I try to print that. Print. You have to use percentage to C to print the character. So I say C. This is one way of doing things. Okay. But I have to give what we studied here is you have to give input to a character variable within a single quote. But I have given a number. Will that work? Will that print the number? Yes, it will. It will print the number 10 without any problem. Let us see whether that happens. Return 0. Perfect. See, okay, I did like because I printed the character for 10, there is no ASCII character. That's why we are seeing an empty one. As it is number, I have to put percentage %d here to see 10. So it is printing 10, perfect. Now I am increasing the value of C from 10 to 135. Will that work? Do you think it will work? Come on. Maybe Amir. Will I get 135?
Yes, sir.
I will get 135. Let us check. Actually, we won't. We won't
The
get 135.
comparison error already sees
Compile.
it.
No, I didn't get you.
You have
Exceeded
declared.
Okay,
8
sorry.
Uh,
bits.
Sorry, thank you. So what I have to do means just assignment alone I have to do. Because declarations in C, all declarations should be grouped in a single place. You cannot declare in between. So that become a compilation error. So now I just compile it and then I just run it. I am getting minus 121. Why?
so it will be with positive and negative ranges.
Because 8 bits character stores 8 bits only, sir. 128, 0 to 128 only. So
Actually, character can store up to 255. 0 to 255 it can store.
Here
But
the data type is
as
char.
I
It's
told
not
just
on.
care, as I just told care, they will assume by default, they will assume this one, they will say the type of character as a signed one. If I don't give any explicit specification about the character. I just said char C means they consider that as signed character. These are the things that we used to make. These are the mistakes that we used to make. What compiler by default it will assume? It won't assume unsigned character. It will assign a signed character. For signed character, the range is plus minus 128 to plus 127. Because of that only there is a overflow after 127 whatever that we have no so that they will subtract from 128. That's why we get 121 minus 121. So now I add an additional specification unsigned. Do you believe now it will do 135? Will I get 135 now? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. I am getting 135. Now I increase the range. 256. Will that do? No, it won't do. What will be the result then?
It will be 1.
Probably. Show it through error. Overflow. I think it shows overflow, but even then it will work because it's just a warning only, no? So I'm getting zeros because after 255, the next rollover is 0. If I give maybe 257, I may get 1. Let us try. That is called as rollover. So they won't go to negative because this is unsigned. After going to the maximum range, they will come back to the next available value in the lower range, which is 0 in that case. So now we change that to 257. No. So I just compile it. Yes, it is 1 right now. Right. So from this, what we come to know, the character, if I just declare a character, just I didn't specify any specification, give any specification, whether it's a signed or unsigned, compiler assume that as signed. Right. Right. In that case, the maximum range of value that you can store is from minus 128 to plus 127. Right. When I declare the same with the additional specification like unsigned, I have a range, entire positive range from 0 to 255. I can do like that. Okay, if I go beyond 255, what will happen? Automatically, the rollover will happen. Right. In positive range. So you don't have any problem. Right. So that is how things that we have to understand about the character. Is that clear now? Different way to declare a character and the range. We have experimented all of them using programming. We got what is explained in the slide. Agree?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
So its size is only 1 byte. Now I'm going to do an escaping sequence. Right. See, there are certain characters, those we cannot feed them using our keyboard. Example, I want to print a enter. Do we have any key to feed in the Notepad++ for enter key? No. That means new line. Carry is written. So for these sort of things, we don't have any character in keyboard. For that, they have something called as escape sequence. We have a list of character like /t, /n, /r, like that. There is a list. So all of them will have a slash in front of them. Right. Slash in front of them, which means that when compiler, when they are executing the program or the compiler come there, it will consider, okay, it is an escape sequence for /n. What is the respective character? It will simply put that character there. Right. That's why we are getting that in a new line. Right. So these are the special escape sequence character. There are other things as well, /t, and then like that. We have many. There is a list. I will explain that later. So those are called as escape sequence character.